Hello friends, welcome to the TMAST channel. In the last week's video, we uploaded a video on the Java interview series 4 on differences between a hash map and a hash table. So today on this week, we're gonna discuss about how to return a random item from a list. So there are three methods to do that. So let's go ahead with the first method by using a random class. So we create a random instance like this, and we make it a static one. Okay, and we go ahead and import this class by pressing Ctrl 1 and select this. So java.util.Random class. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a list of string and add some values to it. So we'll import this array list and the list by pressing Ctrl 1. Okay, so now let's add some items to the list. Let's say 1, and similarly we'll add like this 2, 3, and 4, 5. Okay, so now we have added a few items to the list. So now let's go ahead and generate a random item from the list. So for that we'll create a new method, get random item. So we'll pass a list to it. The list we pass it here, and we call this method 10 times. So for that we'll write a for loop int I is equals 0, I is less than 10, and I plus plus. Okay, so now we call this method 10 times. Okay, where did it go? Yeah, so now we're going to create this method. Just press Ctrl 1 and select create this method. So here what we're going to do is we're going to generate a random item. So for that we'll find out index equals to random dot next int. So this is the method, guys, that we're going to use here, random dot next int. So what will pass in it is the size of the list. So it will return, so the size of the list here is 5. So we, in order to get a random item from the list, we need a random number between 0 to 4. So this is the method that will pass, that will actually fetch us a random number from 0 to 4. So let's go ahead and print out this thing. So the index will be equals to index, and the item will be equals to list dot get index. Okay, so now we're done. Let's go ahead and run this thing. So you can see that we've got 10 different random numbers from 0 to 4, and based upon that we're fetching out a random number, random item from the list. So this is the way, guys, you get a random item from a list. So now what you can do is you can use different methods to get the same thing done. So we're going to go ahead and use the math.random method. So what you're going to do is use the same list here, and let's go ahead and create this method. Okay, and now to generate a random item here from the list, we'll use the math.random. So math.random will return a value between 0.0 to 1. So we'll multiply it by the size of the list, so that we get a value between 0 to 4. So we'll put it into an integer value and we will cast it to int, and this whole thing. Okay, so now let's go ahead and print the same thing, the system.println line, control C and control V here. So okay, so before we run this thing, let me tell you that math.random will return a value between 0.0 to 1. So 0.0 is including and 1 is excluding. So in order to get the values from 0 to 4, we have to multiply it by the size, which is 5. So let's go ahead, run this thing, and we get the 10 items. So we get the values from 0 to 4, and here are the random numbers: 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5, 1, 3. Okay, so these are the two basic methods that we use to fetch a random item. However, from the JDK 1.7, we have one more way to get the random item. So we'll go ahead, use this same code, and let's see what that thing does. So space here and create this method. Okay, so here we're going to use ThreadLocalRandom dot current dot next int. So this method will return an item from 0 to 4 because we're passing the list of size, which is 5 in value. So we'll store it here, int index equals to this thing, and we'll use the same system.out.println line to display the values. So this is a ThreadLocalRandom class example, so no need to worry over here. This is a new thing added in JDK 1.7. So one thing to remember is that the random class is thread safe. However, if multiple threads are using the same instance of the random class, so it will kill the performance. So because all the threads keep accessing the same random generator method again and again, so it kills the performance. So in order to solve this thing, you should use ThreadLocalRandom class to generate a random number, and you could use that in this case to generate the random item from the list. So here we are using it, and that's it for this video, guys. If you like the video, please hit the like button, please share this video with your friends, and if you have any comments or any doubts regarding this video or any other things, you could just post them in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video soon, guys. Bye bye, take care.